Pacific Plate Brewing Company Horchata Stout. This has got cinnamon, lactose with chocolate and vanilla extracts.
Welcome back to the Tapping Out Show. My name is Jeremy, this is Matt, and we're going to do Pacific Plate's Horchata Stout. So, a little backstory. Matt doesn't like horchata. He seems to like horchata beers more than he likes horchata, because I think we're about 50-50 on the horchata beers, though.
It's just not something I really love, but I seem to like the horchata beers more. They're low alcohol beers. It's almost like a Mexican Hefeweizen or something kind of style.
Yeah. So this is a milk stout, so it's going to do a little bit more of a creamy taste. The horchata one that we had from the brewery, I believe, was a blonde ale that was lactose, so that's a little bit different.
I didn't expect it to be that dark.
No, I don't remember it being this dark. I've actually had this at one point.
I was going to say, I think this is something you've had. Well, it's a stout. It's a horchata stout, so I mean, we should expect it to be pretty dark, but I mean...
Well, I like how it's coating the glass. Do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty thick. It's pretty low alcohol. Doesn't look...
Which is weird, too, for anything that's really lactose or stouty, because most of the time they're higher alcohol, like he pointed out. So, I'm going to say that I'm not sure if it's the lactose or just the stout in general. If you move the glass, it coats the glass. There's a pretty decent amount of carbonation in it. Again, not see-through whatsoever. It's definitely a stout. You picking up anything?
I'm picking up some of the cinnamon. It definitely smells like horchata, the typical flavors that you're getting in. I mean, it's not like you can smell rice milk, right?
Right.
But the cinnamon and everything, you can kind of smell. It kind of smells that
sweet,
that smell that you would get when you're about to drink it. I would definitely say this is right up your alley kind of beer without even trying it. I mean, I know you like these kind of beers. You're a stout guy. You like the horchata, different styles of beer.
Well, I think the lactose adds a little bit to the smell too, though. That's
you like cinnamon in beers.
I like cinnamon in general.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this is more your kind of beer. This smells like it's probably going to be too cinnamon for me. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it now because maybe if I try it, I might think differently. But a lot of times when I'm picking up that much cinnamon, it's going to be more overbearing than I'm going to want it to be. But we'll have to try it to really find that out.
Let's try it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I was wrong on that. It's not too overpowering on the cinnamon, overbearing on the cinnamon. Definitely blends out well.
Carbonation helps.
It just kind of just fades into a kind of a little bit of a cinnamon and just kind of fades out, which is good because I was expecting it from the smell of it, expecting it to just kind of annoy me because that's what some beers do with certain flavors I don't personally like as much. I'm still picking a faint cinnamon flavor in my mouth, but not too bad. If I drink some real horchata, it would be way more than I personally want. So that's kind of why I like the beers better, because it's just a faintness of the taste, but I'm still at least getting some alcohol with it, so it kind of makes it better for me.
My theory is that between the carbonation that they have on this, because it almost has like a soda carbonation to it, and now that you taste that, think of like a flavored soda.
I wouldn't say that, but I would say a little bit more carbonated than your typical stout.
Right.
Which it kind of tingles on the tongue with the cinnamon, which is good because normally stouts are a little bit thicker than I would want, and these are usually more cinnamon than I would want, so that I think that kind of cancels out both of them and kind of makes it more unique.
But that's what I'm saying about the lactose. I think the lactose really adds to this one.
Yeah,
it really
I think
does.
that kind of comes to play as well. and probably is what the kind of blend and kind of crosses those two kind of flavors over and kind of creams it out a little bit.
All right, 1 out of 5.
Oh, you're putting me on the spot here, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, before I rate this beer, I'm going to say that normally I don't like these beers. So
Horchata.
yeah, so don't like cinnamon. I mean, just personally, right? 4, I guess I would say.
4?
I mean, it's good for what it is. It's not my style. I would say to make this beer better for me, I would probably barrel age it or add more alcohol. It's a little bit more flavor than I want for how much alcohol you're giving me. This is my personal opinion.
No, I agree.
But that's just how I like to drink, right? I want flavor, but I want a little bit more. And these beers aren't that style, but that's just personally me. But it's a good beer. It's got good flavor, and like I said, it's not my style of beer. So normally I would rate these in the 3s, or just
for you to give it a 4 period. I was
tell
kind of
you
impressed.
to get it away from me, right? Because it's just not my style. So I like the way they blended it, and wonder what you're thinking here.
So I was thinking about 4.5. So you went 4. We could do a total of 4.25 out of 5. I do agree with you.
I would say the show's giving it 4.25, but I'm still giving it a 4. But
no, I agree with you. I really think there should be a little bit more kick for the taste that you have, because this is very flavorful beer. It's not overpowering, which a lot of them are.
Yeah.
The problem is that if you did, well, I don't know, maybe that would change the overpowering aspect of it too. But if there was a little bit more alcohol, or like you said, if they did barrel age it, it doesn't even have to be like a whiskey.
They might already be barrel aging this beer before they say they should be doing that. I think it's really good though, beer, because like I said, I normally don't go for these kind of beers, and normally they're too something for me. I think they did really good the way they canceled out the cinnamon, not making it overbearing.
Well, and that's why I really think lactose, as much as it's not a heavy flavor in here, really did add to the others.
I think you're right on that. I mean, what the hell do we know, really, right? I mean, but honestly, just from the ingredients we see on there, it seems to make sense that it kind of creams it out and kind of blends it out a little bit. And, it is a good beer, and I would definitely suggest trying it.
Me too. So we're going to finish these out. If you want to email us, it's info@tappingoutshow.com. If you want to hit us up on social media, it's all one word, Tapping Out Show. Besides that, we're going to finish these out, and you guys have a good night.